In 2023, Pradeep stood in a silent warehouse. His cooler business was gone, his partner had left for South Africa, and he was filling out an application for a basic factory job just to keep his family afloat. The popular image of a founder is a straight line of growth. Pradeep's reality was a series of sudden, cataclysmic breaks in the system. National lockdowns and 3 years of compounding losses shattered his business model, leaving him with an empty factory and no path forward. This is the story of how an engineer treats his own life as a series of prototypes, and what happens when you treat a total collapse as a data-gathering exercise. Pradeep's academic career actually began with a failure. Disgusted by the cheating he witnessed during his 10th grade exams, he walked out halfway through, eventually dropping out to run a small grocery shop. He spent a year behind a counter until he noticed a local civil engineer. He saw the respect this man commanded and realized he needed to re-enter the system. He viewed his life through the engineering method: design, test, fail, extract data, iterate. Failure is simply data for the next design. Applying this, he registered as a private student, managed his shop, and passed his exams with 60%. Passing that exam confirmed that his first personal prototype was functional, clearing the path for him to enter a government engineering college. After graduation, he launched Prototype 1, The Educator. He took a role as a college lecturer, using the position to master mechanical design by teaching it to others. This phase provided critical data on human behavior. Through specialized training in emotional intelligence, he learned how to lead teams and influence people through soft skills, skills rarely prioritized in technical engineering. When institutional politics and a lack of support for student competitions blocked his growth, he realized the Educator prototype had reached its limit. He moved to the next iteration. Prototype 2 was a dedicated CAD training institute. He borrowed a laptop for his first presentation and quickly built an authorized center for high-level engineering software. But external variables shifted. An industry downturn in 2015 meant graduates couldn't find jobs, and enrollment at the institute dried up until the business was no longer viable. While the business closed, the skill stack he had built, technical CAD mastery and high-level emotional intelligence, remained. He was simply moving to the next test. Prototype 3 shifted from software back to hardware. He leveraged his design background to start manufacturing domestic air coolers. He brought on a partner, and the expansion was rapid. They scaled from a small workshop to a large-scale factory operation, hitting peak turnover by 2019. Then, the pandemic hit. 3 years of stagnant sales and mounting debt caused the system to seize. By 2023, his partner quit, and Pradeep was left looking for that factory job just to survive. At his lowest point, he focused on repairing his internal operating system. He joined the 5 a.m. Club and the BNI network, reconstructing his mindset and his professional community from the ground up. An engineer knows that when the machinery fails, you don't walk away. You dismantle it, find the flaw, and prepare the next design. Pradeep returned to his oldest skill, teaching. He posted an offer to train others in fiber manufacturing techniques, which connected him to a visitor from a 100 crore industrial company. That connection revealed a massive gap in the market. While domestic cooling was saturated, large factories were struggling to find durable, high-capacity solutions for extreme heat. He drafted his ultimate design, a massive industrial cooler made of fiberglass reinforced plastic, or FRP. It combined his CAD expertise with his manufacturing experience and his understanding of material science. Unlike their iron counterparts, which rust and fail in industrial environments, the FRP material is weatherproof and heat-resistant. It was a technical leap that solved a specific, high-value problem. This wasn't a lucky break. It was the moment his accumulated data from teaching, software design, and manufacturing finally aligned with the perfect market need. The first major test was a 14 lakh tender for an Army public school. Pradeep was competing against legacy brands with decades of experience. He used the communication skills he'd built as a lecturer and his new network to navigate the government tender process, proving the technical superiority of his FRP design. He won the contract and delivered the project on time. That success immediately cascaded into an 11 lakh order for a major furniture company, validating the business model at scale. Pradeep is now launching a full range of industrial cooling solutions for 2026, leading high-stakes projects that were once out of reach. The decades spent on these failed ventures provided the data needed for his ultimate project. In the engineering method, the only way to fail is to stop collecting data and exit the loop.